Hello my friends, the vibes are good, I've got my tea. It's time to talk about creativity. Yes, I did just make that pun. I'm so sorry. If you're new to the channel, you're gonna get used to this right here, and if you're an OG, you already know what's up. This has been one hell of a week, my friends. It has been so busy. And honestly, a little bit stressful, though I try not to be stressed. It has been, a little bit more on the stressful side. And I'm doing my best to keep my head afloat, to stay grounded, to stay mindful, and to stay present. And I wanted to make this video to share some insights that I learned about creativity this week, to share just things that I've been doing to keep myself grounded and mindful and present during this tumultuous and stressful time. If you're going through a hectic time yourself, I just hope you know that you're not alone. There's a community of people in the comments waiting to love on you. We're all here. This is a family. We're growing together. This video is going to be different from any other video that I've made prior to this. There's no particular structure to this. It's just going to be us flowing and vibing together and just being fully present with one another. So wherever you are, if you're lying down in your bed, or if you're in your car, or if you are sitting on the couch, I hope you can find a space within yourself to just relax and to breathe and to just be for the short period of time that we get to spend together. This week taught me a lot about creativity, about priorities, and about the creative process itself. The primary thing that I learned is that frustration and block are actually part of the process. Oftentimes we look at creative block and the frustration that arises from it as antithetical to the creative process. It's either you are fully creative or you are blocked. It's a binary kind of conceptualization within our mind, but they're both two sides of the same coin. The same way a farm has a harvest season and also a barren season, that's how creativity works. We go through seasons. There's an ebb and flow when we are fully in the flow. And so what I've been affirming for myself, and I want to hopefully remind you, is that it is okay to be blocked. It is okay to not have the ideas. In this, you are creating the space for future ideas to flow into, and you can use it then as a vehicle to express yourself. Right now, I'm using the block that I've been feeling so hard this week because I've been feeling so blocked. I originally had one video idea, then I pivoted to another, and then I pivoted to another. I tried freestyling something, and I've just been feeling really blocked. But in many ways, that block can actually then be used to channel more creativity, which is what this video is. This is a video arising from my own personal block, my own personal frustration. So if you are an artist and you relate to this in any way, be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. You don't need to beat yourself up over not having all the ideas right now. As creatives, we need to be patient with ourselves. We need to be kind to ourselves. I find that it's easy for us to beat ourselves up, to, talk bad about ourselves and about our creations, to feel like an imposter, to feel unworthy of being able to express ourselves, right? But being able to be kind to ourselves and understanding that block and that frustration is a part of the process. We can't just take the good without the bad. Being a creative means that inevitably you will have dry seasons. Not everything is always going to be flowing. Sometimes there are going to be times when we just can't come up with anything, when the ideas just aren't there. And so we need to rely on being able to do the work. It strengthens our resolve, being able to show up even when we are blocked and still try to do the best we can with what we have. Being able to put in the work even when we feel blocked strengthens us more than simply sitting down and ruminating and pontificating upon why we can't do something and then beating ourselves up. Having the patience and the acceptance within ourselves and still doing the work, still showing up. I'm saying this just as much for you guys as I am saying it for myself. This is an affirmation for myself in many ways. That is what we are here to do. We're here to grow and to share this love, positivity, and community together. The other thing that I've learned about creativity is to not take it so seriously. Just to remember that we are fleshlings spinning on a rock in the middle of space. That we get to create sounds. We get to create things that look pretty in our eye organs, all of this is just fun expression. Nothing is as serious as we make it out to be with our creations. This is something that we get to do out of enjoyment, that we're privileged enough to be able to do. And so remembering to engage with our work and our art in that way helps bring the life back into it, remembering that this is all play. And as I mentioned in one of my how to music videos, which you can check out right there, it's called playing music for a reason, right? We get to play, we get to do this. As artists, we get to connect with our inner child and bring that forward in such a fun way. And it's one of the reasons why I love this so much. It's just a good reminder to not take things so personally and to not take things so seriously. Nothing that you create is going to be permanent. And, depending on how you take it, if you want to be a nihilist about it, you can be like, oh, then everything is meaningless. Or you can see the positive in that and recognize that that frees you up to be able to create what you want to create and enjoy it for the simple joy of creating. And the last thing that I learned about creativity this week is that it does not need to be a commodity. Oftentimes in the capitalist society that we live in, we're told that if we are creative, we need to want an audience. We need to want to be successful. We need to want to make a career out of what we enjoy doing. But as one of my favorite creators, Struthless himself, said, your hobbies do not need to become your jobbies. Which is probably the most Aussie way of saying something that I've ever heard, but it bears repeating, and it's true. Oftentimes, the rhetoric that we use in society often pushes creatives into thinking that they need to build a business off of things, that we need to create a life, a career for ourselves. But truthfully speaking, if you just want to create art just for the sake of creating art and not have to build a business or an audience of that, you do not need to want to. You do not need to want an audience. If you do, then great. Then that comes along with its own benefits and its own struggles. But ultimately, don't feel pressured to create an audience if you yourself don't want to. You don't have to. I heard this one great definition of art. Art is whatever you do for its own sake. Like this right now. I'm just doing it for its own sake. I enjoy filming. I enjoy speaking with you guys. It is refreshing for me to be able to share my insights and what I've learned this week with you guys in this format. And if you're still sticking around watching this, you're a real one. Honestly, we're friends now. We watched the video this far. Let me just take a quick tea break. If you have your own drink or, if you want to take a breath, let's just do that together real quick. Oh, that's good. We got some chamomile going on because it's 11:53 and I'm trying to wind down for the day. Yeah, I know, I'm filming it nearly at midnight. I love what I do. It is what it is. This is the process. Anyways, my friends, I hope this video has served you in some kind of way. I hope it has reminded you to just create for the sake of creating, to take away any expectations, to take away any judgments, any need for metrics, any need for it to do anything for you or serve you in any way, and to just be fully present wherever you are. Until next time, peace and love.